Omarion, was that a real beef?
It's complicated. It's complicated.
Still?
Yep. Yeah. Still.
What?
Yeah, it's complicated.
We can't just sit down and hash it out.
I don't want to talk.
He don't want to talk, or you don't?
I don't want to talk. It's nothing to talk about. Not even in a bad way. You know what I mean? It's just you know, when you let your hand out and you try to be the bigger person and try to rap, but you get no response, and you're just like, okay, well, we're gonna leave it right here then. You know what I mean? And let's just, you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing, and we just gonna keep the peace. But it's definitely not no beef. Like we in the same buildings. Like we pass each other in arenas. We might not speak, but we walk past each other.
I was about to say, because what type of beef are we talking about? We talking about 50 Cent, Rick Ross type of beef?
No. That's
Drake, Kendrick type of beef?
Hell nah, because if it's on, it's
Quavo, Chris Brown type of beef?
Nah, because beef is if I see you at any place in time it's on where it's on, like it's on site. That ain't what it is with us. It's just more of a, we've been through this thing for so long that where we at, he's 40. Like, I'm 38. Like, where we at now, like, not like we grown. And it's just like, we don't have to do that now. We got kids, we got our own lives. Where I'm going in my career is where I'm going, where you going. It's where you going. I wish you nothing but the best. And for me, the best revenge sometimes is time. You ain't even got to do much. That's why I said in the tweet, we don't have to talk. You know what I mean? It's just time for us to hit the stage and we'll leave it on the stage. We'll let the fans decide what it's gonna be.
I don't know if you've noticed these comments. Public opinion is definitely something else, but I don't know if you've noticed these comments, but all of a sudden everybody's team Bow Wow. There's no longer the Bow Wow challenge. Everybody's team Bow Wow. And I don't know. I don't know. Because if you notice, Bow Wow says, I don't want to talk. And the way he says it is so uncertain. Like he doesn't even believe himself. This is what I picked up. This is my opinion. But it's giving somebody that did want to talk, but they weren't on the receiving end of being spoken to. And if anybody knows Omarion by now, especially from the 2019 Millennium Tour to date, if you watch the documentary as well that he released around that time, Omarion, when he goes into isolation, he goes into isolation. He ain't effing with nobody. If you watch that documentary, when that man was done, he got off stage, he literally ran to his dressing room. He didn't want to talk to nobody. He wanted to go to his dressing room and decompress. He don't even let family members in when he decompressing. And maybe I could see myself in him to some extent, and I understand it. Maybe you have to be that type of person to understand. And this is not somebody that's just like that to be like that. This is somebody that life made that way. This is somebody that shit got real one too many times in his life, where I wouldn't say it's a fear of people, but that could have induced it. It's more so like, I just don't want to be bothered. I don't think he's truly unbothered. And if he is unbothered, he's unbothered because he don't want to be bothered. He don't want to be bothered. Straight up. He don't want to be bothered. Let me put my seatbelt on so the sound could stop. He don't want to be bothered. Leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody that they have one too many experiences in life And they had it. They've had it, literally. They've had it. And I've been there when people just be in your face. And it's like, for why? It's like, yo, leave me alone, though. It's on some leave me alone, though. I had to, it started raining, but yeah, it's on some leave me alone. Like, please, I'm here to work. I'm here to do my job, and I'm here to go. You get what I'm saying? It's giving that energy. You get what I'm saying? And in the documentary, when he ran to to his dressing room in the back, oh, this rain really trying to make a debut today. Forgive me. But hopefully you can hear me loud and clearly.
To decompress. When I'm coming off a stage, I'm going right to the dressing room to decompress. So I don't know what's going on.
O has on his in-ears. He's paced fast, headed straight to the dressing room. Nobody's allowed in the room. Not me, not Scott, not even his mama. Nobody. Pleasure had followed and was trying to follow him into the room. O goes in, Scott closes the door, sits outside, and Pleasure is wanting to go in and pretty much insisting.
This ain't my wish, it's just his. You don't want nobody in the dressing room right when you come off stage. It's been that way every night for 3 years since I've been working with him.
Man,
got nothing to do with me.
Oh, listen. Tell him this
I can't tell him nothing, bro, until we come back up. That's the way he is. I can't let his mom in this motherfucker, man. That's just the way it is.
Y'all niggas be on some like other shit.
The story I got is that, Pleasure was trying to come in your room, and I was letting him know you need a moment, and he didn't respect that. So he started making jokes, and one of the jokes was, what is O doing? Is he in there exfoliating?
He's exfoliating, nigga? Are you fucking serious, dog?
I laughed, but then I was thinking to myself, like, damn, I must got good skin. You feel me? I must be shining, you know what I mean? But whatever.
Y'all niggas is crazy, bro. I'm trying to tell him something. As a brother, bro, but like, you're disrespecting me right now.
He has an open doors policy with all the artists that he fuck with, and they could just walk into his room anytime. I'm not that way. You can't just walk up into my room at any time. I have to protect my energy. You know, I just been singing and dancing and performing for an hour. Now you try that shit, and then you tell me if you want to talk to anybody after that.
I'm a fucking friend, bro.
Yo.
And you gonna treat me like that? Nah, it's him, bro. You tried me last night, nigga. Try me again, bro. I swear to God, bro. And we can do it right now. We can go in the room, bro. Me and you. What's up?
Pleasure threatened Scott. You don't threaten a man whose job it is to protect.
I think that it was unfortunate that he had to speak to Scotty P like that, because he don't really know Scotty P like that, and that would have not been good. You can't just talk crazy to people and not expect, an effect to happen.
We had to insist that Pretty Ricky's dressing room be on the total opposite end of O's, and that they had to leave after the performance.
If anybody understands what, I could be going through, it would be him, because he's the lead singer too. One thing that I can say is I move with purpose. So if I do something, it's for a reason. And that ain't even for me to tell people,
He went to the dressing room. He had beef with Pleasure P, because Pleasure P wanted to talk to him. And Pleasure P literally started like a somewhat of a beef with him, just because he didn't want to talk. He wanted to go he wasn't after the Millennium Show clubbing with he went on all that. And again, I don't think it's something where he could be an introvert. He could be a natural introvert, you never know. But ultimately, look at all the things. Omarion be minding his business. He danced, then a whole challenge. He didn't even try to make that dance a challenge. Yes. And like Omarion is the one person where he could really dead ass mind his business. And I'm not saying he's a great person. I don't know him personally, but I notice, and my intuition is telling me, he could really mind his business and be brought into something. I've seen it on a larger scale. You get what I'm saying? So, and for me, myself, I'm into yoga, I'm into meditation, Sambos, all that good stuff. So is Omarion. He's on that journey as well. I also went to like breath work with Vitality at one point, which I'll definitely talk about it in the future on my page. I definitely did Vitality, and I did a lot of research before I went to the breath work, I guess you could say convention or workshop with Vitality. You could look it up. It's a dude. And upon my research, I found out Omarion was there. He went. And the person that said they saw him, he was like in disguise. He came, he sat there like a regular person, did his breath work, he cleared it. And the woman said, I knew not to bother him. I knew it was him though, but I knew not to bother him. He's on a journey to heal. If we know what we know about B2K, some things hit different because he stayed a bigger artist for a long time. So who knows what he may have endured post B2K. The healing journey is real, homeboy. He's doing the work. And sometimes when you into yoga and you're doing the work and you're healing, you're even more sensitive to energy. So you don't fool with everybody. Because some energies truly disturb your spirit without explanation. Some energies, you outgrow them. You just dead ass outgrow them. It's no beef. You just outgrow them and you exit stage left. And who knows, that could be the situation with him and Bow Wow. Because if you notice, Bow Wow, Trey Songz, just all them boys after the Millennium Tour, they at the club. You could kind of, if you really look, you could kind of see the immaturity. You could see the immaturity a bit. You could see that they still on there. Which one of y'all? You get what I'm saying? Coming home with Trigger. You could see they still scouting. They're on the same frequency they were back in the early 2000s, early 2010s. Ain't nothing changed. You could see that. Again, I don't know Omarion, but he ain't there. That man trying to get his bag, take care of his children, and heal. Period. Now he did mention polygamy, so I mean he ain't no angel. I mean he still, want multiple whatever. So I don't know, but it's not giving that. He's demonstrating grown man energy, not just when he talks in his interviews and when he speaks, but in his actions. Homeboy ain't at the club after the tour. Work is over. He did his job. He's going home or wherever he's going. He ain't trying to be seen. It's not about validation, and that ego is dead, baby. Now, I do think he does throw some jabs based on his statement, and he basically said something in the rounds of like he's only entertaining the reciprocal energy, reciprocal, authentic. What did he say? Reciprocal. I'm gonna post it so you can see it. And that's what he said he's on. So that was his slight shade. Like, nigga, you ain't real. He was dead ass, Hotep-ish, spiritually letting us know that Bow Wow ain't real to him. He's only exchanging energies with energies he feel is pure. That's elevating. That's reciprocal. Hello. Homeboy saying a lot. But instead, you see people in the comments, Omarion gotta be the problem. Omarion gotta be. At this point, if all these people, a lot of people wasn't effing with Jesus. And I'm not trying to go that far with the old comparison, but a lot of people wasn't effing with Jesus. So does that mean Jesus was the problem? If anything, by now, who doesn't know that it's the masses that will lead you astray? If I had a choice to follow the masses or to follow an individual, I would follow an individual, not the masses. The masses are all following each other. He got to be the problem. They watched his group members go on the Drink Champs and talk hella junk about him after he gave them the opportunity to tour with him while Fizz was simultaneously smashing his baby mama. Homeboy still kept it P, still kept it player, still kept it G, still kept it professional. All these dance moves where they got to touch each other low key, like, if y'all remember the choreography, I got everything I want in my life except a girlfriend.
I got everything I want in my life except a girlfriend.
boom, like he had to touch homie to do his choreography. He had to be on stage. He had to be in rehearsals with him while homeboy smacked proudly, unapologetically smashing his BM. Hello, violating. And then they get on Drink Champs and they talk about how the group ended because Fizz messed with his girl again, and they were mad about it. Oh, he really let that ruin the group. So, okay, he really let that ruin the group. And then years later, when you guys have an opportunity to tour again, you mess with his baby mama? You really repeat the cycle again? And now, while he's still on tour, even though everyone's coming for his boobs, me included, I was like, come on now. You know, you already know you're supposed to work out a little bit more. You know, you're supposed to be vegan. You know, tour coming up. What's going on? Oh. And if it's not that, then, oh, it's estrogen dominance. You know, you in Cali. You holistic. Fine. You have access. You have money, access them doctors. You know what I mean? And then if you ain't get to, handle that in time, then, you keep a little tight spandex wife beater on instead. Something that's going to keep it together, double it. Wear two. You know them 50-cent tight shirts in the club shirts? You get what I'm saying? You do that. But anyway, I digress. But nonetheless, he's on tour and he's doing his thing. Despite the obstacles. I remember last tour they stole his shoes. Like, people be fucking with O for real. Like they really do. It's so crazy. It's like, poor thing. What's in your chart? You get what I'm saying? I know he's a Scorpio sun, Cancer moon, I believe. That's like introvert energy all day as it is. That's empathic energy all day as it is. You get what I'm saying? So I'm sure and then he's into yoga and spirituality. So it intensifies when you get into those modalities. You get what I'm saying? So he's on tour. He's doing his thing. He gave y'all the opportunity. Fizz messed it up. He still finished the tour off. While they're on tour, Raz had going on.
You can tell when someone's energy is they're agitated or they're moving around, and he wasn't focused, and then he was saying things, and I was just like, yo, what's good?
We find out that what triggered him, what agitated him, was that Boog wore a t-shirt that said, "I don't feel safe." That was clearly a reference to what Raz had said in New York.
Raz B is officially off the tour. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe because I feel like Chris Stokes is around.
I wasn't really picking up that Boog was fucking with his head like that. Why the fuck would you wear the shirt? You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that?
Hey,
get this shit together, man. Y'all don't. Yeah. Some people don't know.
We love you, okay?
I know y'all do.
We love you.
I know y'all do though.
On stage, I think that there was a issue with Raz's battery pack for his in-ears. That in the performance, it came out, so he couldn't hear himself. Raz's interpretation of what happened is that his mic was turned off, and it upset him. He ripped it off,
slashed it, then threw the mic down.
He ripped off his shirt, he threw his hat, these custom-made hats that we had to get. He stormed off stage.
Bust through, I don't know, Pretty Ricky's dressing room or something. He went in the wrong door. And I see Gary run in the dressing room. I go back in the dressing room. He had a microphone telling everybody to leave him alone, and he reared back like he was getting ready to hit Gary with it. And I caught him under the arm. Hey, don't do that. We almost hit the promoter with the mic.
Yeah, that's wild. That pissed me off because that made me question his professionalism. It made me question, if he can handle being on stage. Don't want to tantrum. Yo, I get it. I'll be pissed off if I couldn't hear either. That has happened to me, actually, during the show. I can't hear. I got to keep going. I can't be on stage with someone that wants to throw their mic and maybe potentially hit, a fan, and now they don't want to sue Raz. They want to sue B2K. You ever pissed off and you want to destroy stuff? Come on, man.
Cleaning is...
Now, his impulse control is as seasoned. He can't handle any stress.
You talk about this gonna be your last show? Out of here.
That's a damn shame.
On something. Is he on something, y'all? What is it though?
Yeah, he got to be how he just flip out like that.
You gotta get off the tour. You gotta get off the tour. There's no way. There's no way. After all that we've already had to deal with him, it's a wrap, bro. He should not be given no more chances at this point.
Yep, you telling the truth, or he is too grown and he should have the comprehensive skills in order to be able to conduct himself as an adult. He's not a little child. He might be on some type of drugs or something.
Why you worry about everybody else?
They have something psychologically going on. Now, that is too embarrassing. He is too grown for that. Throwing a tantrum like a little kid. Too embarrassing.
One of the things I told Michelle, I was like, yo, the moment that it stops being fun, I'm out. I'm out. And for
you get to a point where you just like, you know what? There's only so much I could take. I'm just gonna stay solo. Yeah, we all want to see B2K on these tours. B2K, 2K stands for Millennium. We want to see all them boys. We want to see all of them, all 4 of them. But if you watch that documentary and you've seen what O had to endure just from a seasonal tour, baby, you would try to the game. And then to add impact to injury, they get on the champs. Yeah, see, the Lord agrees. That's the thunder in the background. They get on this interview, long ass interview, talking hella shit about a nigga that gave them an opportunity.
Mona and her team, they said, you know, do you have any other friends or, you know, people that, you know, we could interview and see, you know, because they're all about connections, you know, and interweaving people into storylines and etc. And I offered up Fizz. He was living with his mom at the time. I think he was in between places. There was an opportunity, and I'm not one to hold opportunity from people, but I never thought that it would turn into what it's turned to.
And Raz didn't talk too much junk, but Raz, I mean, sometimes silence is agreeance. And still, despite that, he's had other performances since then where he brought out J-Bug. Like, sometimes I wonder, how do you move? Oh, because J-Bug he was talking too. If you gonna cut him. Still show love to Raz. Very professional dude.
That the first tour that you went on was with B2K. So I think it's only right that we honor that moment and we do it like how we did it back then. Ladies and gentlemen, B2K.
We speak while he's on tour. Lil Fizz, Raz B, J-Bug on TikTok. They're on TikTok. They're getting the bag on TikTok. And to me, that's unfortunate. That's really, really sad. And I mean, hey, whatever, if they're content with their life, that's no problem. No judgment. If they're content with, you know, being on TikTok every day and whatever, you know, that's cool. But baby, you're supposed to be on stage with that man. You're supposed to be on stage with him.
Hey, big as hell. Big as hell.
Robin McCoy. Miss Journey, thank you. Carlina, thank you. Carlina. Everybody tap the screen, share the live. Shoot me a high bear on the live goal game. Don't forget, if you got a plus and an orange heart, click the plus.
Hey man, let's run the streets and go see if we can find some people to jump. We did all grow up together, Drina. I just want to send this one out to Drina. Fizz is still fine. You need to go to Fizz side and tell him that, because I don't really want to deliver that message. It's so funny that they be in the wrong chat, like dropping. I'll be reading it like, I ain't gonna say that out loud. I remember when I first got on here, I was reading every message out loud. Like, oh, I ain't even said it. I ain't even read that.
Nigga said, T-Move Bow Wow.
Oh yeah, that night. He said, what's so funny? I'm like, bruh, they go for that one.
You get what I'm saying? And then another thing, and I'm done, is when it comes to Omarion. If he's such an evil person.
It wouldn't be right if I didn't take this moment, bro, to publicly apologize to you, man. I did some fucked up shit to my brother. Some snake ass shit. And I'm not proud of it, man. So I want to sit here humbly and sincerely apologize to you for any turmoil or dysfunction I caused between you and your family, bro. It's all good, man. Thank you.
Like evil people be hushed. They be on a hush about evil people. Like they like Diddy. Like people was kind of, you know, they kept it. They gave it little hints here and there, but they wasn't like talking. Like with Omarion, they're very vocal because they know homeboy ain't gonna do nothing. And if he ain't gonna do nothing, he ain't gonna pop off. Then I don't think he's that much of an evil person. I think homeboy protects his energy. Deadass protects his energy.
You know, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little nugget. Don't fuck with nobody that's peaceful.
Right.
I'm for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it means so much to them. You know, being able to get in a position where nothing bothers you, unbothered. You know what I mean? Like, you know, shout out to my fans again for dubbing me Mr. Unbothered. But, you know, to arrive to that state when I know it was certain people that were purposefully and intentionally trying to push me over the edge, you know, it just gave me another power and another, you know, realization about myself. And the world needs to understand the importance of emotional intelligence. You'll actually make a lot of, you'll make better decisions if you have them.
He protects his energy. And some people ain't ready. They think they can play in your face a little bit longer. They think they can gauge your threshold for suffering and pain. And when you snip that, you notice a little something, and you hit that snip button on their ass too quickly, and they wasn't ready, oh, they really get mad. Now they're really an enemy. And I think O is no nonsense. I think O is, you get what I'm saying? Like, he's on that. Okay. That energy was weird. I'm good. Oh, okay. We're not doing that no more. Oh, I'm okay. That's what he on. Talking about, I don't want to talk. No, homeboy ain't talking to you. And you feel some type of way. So now you're on a public platform talking about, I don't want to talk. It's complicated. Because I bet you if anyone asks Omarion about you, Omarion wouldn't say a damn thing. He wouldn't even give you that free promo. You wouldn't even get that free promo. You wouldn't even get it. He wouldn't give it to you. And I honestly don't think if Omarion was truly the bad guy, that these people would be so vocal about him. To me, it sounds like one-sided beef. He's great at ignoring people, and they want his attention. Period. The way Pleasure P crashed out from not getting his attention because he wasn't let in the dressing room. Oh, later on made up with him. But to this day, what the hell did you want? I'm sure Pleasure didn't even know what he wanted. Like some people just want your energy. And sometimes when your energy is juicy, you got to preserve it. Especially if you're someone, or you get older and you get to the point where you want to be intentional about your energy. Like I've had situations where, you know, old friends try to reconnect and contact me and talk and all that good stuff. And they want to talk and all that good stuff. And I'm like, for why? Like, no offense, I truly don't have a problem with you. Been there, you know, we had our moments, but why are you back? What purpose are you trying to fulfill? What bond are you trying to create amongst us? When you get older and you're busy with life, you need to know, why are you here? Like Jocelyn say, why is you here? Why are you here? May I ask? This is my life that you're trying to infiltrate. So I think I should be able to ask you without you getting offended, why are you here? And most of the time they don't know. They don't know. They just know they want to be here. And that's when you know you have an energy, an aura, a form of magnetism, juicy energy. You have juicy energy. Their curiosity leads them to you. They want to be around you. They don't know. They don't have a purpose. If anything, their purpose is to take from you. That's why they don't know. When you ask them, why are you here? That means, what role are you fulfilling by re-entering? They're not fulfilling a role. They're here to take what they can get. Whether it be inspiration, whether it be watching your moves, copying your moves, trying to learn what your affairs are so they can do the same thing. Or so sometimes so they can sabotage you. People are weird. And again, I've had situations where I'm like, why is you here? And they don't know. They can't tell me. And when they can't tell me, they try to start an argument. Like, damn, I can't, we can't be cool. Why are you defensive, baby? Because I know if I want to reestablish a bond, I know why. Well, it's because I missed you. I missed your energy. We were so cool. I think I took your energy for granted. You was always a cheerleader. Oh, okay. But now what? Now that you're back, there's a fee, baby. Because before I was giving you free energy, now the energy ain't gonna hit the same. Now you gotta, we a little transactional. We're a little reciprocal now. So if you're back, what are you contributing in my life? Why should I let you back in? There's no reason I shouldn't let you back in just because you want to be back. That makes no sense. I'm busy. Children, work, money, the economy is bad. We need multiple jobs to survive out here. Why are you here? And sometimes I do get an answer, and that answer is not enough. And I deny access. And I do it politely. Okay, well, maybe we could catch up one of these days. I'll definitely be in touch. I will be in touch. Now I am in charge of this bond. I will be in touch. If that answer wasn't suffice, I will be in touch. If you can't give me an answer, bye. And I will block you on the spot. Because you don't even know. So you really here to waste my time. And baby, we pushing 40. We don't got time to waste. We wasted enough time. We've had enough experiences. We know the spirit. We know what spirit is what spirit. What's the wasting time spirit. We can gauge it. So that's my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk today. Omarion's situation always hits home for me a little bit because I don't know him, but my spirit does connect to him a bit. And how he moves and different things like that. And what he's been through and how he still, tries to be professional with these snakes. Always surrounded by snakes. I'm like, yo, is this past life karma, baby? Because goodness gracious, homeboy just be minding his business, drinking a chai tea in freaking chop pose and freaking whatever yoga pose he in. And niggas be saying his name. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like he did April too good, his baby mama. I don't think he was the best with her, honestly. But the talking she did around that era, it was like, bro. And despite that, guess what? They're in Disney World together with the children. They're able to be in the same space despite that. Because for me, when things go public, when you get the audacity to start talking junk online, and I know they're celebrities, but when you get that audacity, oh, baby, we're done. I don't care what's your title or role in my life. We're done. And a lot of people, especially baby mama, baby daddy situations, when they feel like, oh, I'm a permanent person in your life, they think they could do whatever they want. And you still have to deal with them. They think that. And that's not the case. I could legit spend our lives only texting you and not picking up a call. Like, there's certain boundaries you can put in place. I ain't got to go to Disney World with your ass. I don't. He has. For the kids. So it's like, basically, my point is I see him mingling with people after they smear him in an interview. And it don't even just be talking junk, in an interview. And then I think after the Disney trip or whatever, Disney World, she went online on her Instagram. That story didn't go viral. It didn't go too viral. But she was, I guess things were bad again. And she was talking about it. She went to the internet about it again. He stayed quiet again. It's crazy. It's crazy. And these comments are saying, oh, Marion's the problem. The person that takes the high road, they're the problem. Come on now. And again, Bow Wow didn't say anything too traumatic in that interview. He didn't smear Omarion the way the others have. He didn't. But that was unnecessary. It was really unnecessary. It could have been reworded better. And honestly, I don't think Omarion should have even made a statement. I think Omarion should have paid him dust. And the way Omarion pays people dust, I've also seen comments saying, oh, he must think he's bigger than who he is. Why wouldn't you want someone to believe they're bigger than who they are? That's how he got where he is. That's how he manifested being the lead singer of a group. You better think you're the ish. You better. What's wrong with that? Even if his life doesn't reflect the magnitude of how far he should have went in other people's eyes, I mean, he's still doing a lot better than most. We still know his name. To even talk about him, to even mention him. We know who he is. Hello. That's an accomplishment. And not only do we know his name, but niggas bring it up for no reason. They bring it up for no reason. That's how you know you're powerful. Period. All right, I'm just dropping my 2 cents on the situation. Oh, I see you. I see myself in you. Continue to pay these niggas dust. And if your situations or your life is similar to this, where you just be having a group of people just hating on a nigga for no reason, it took me forever to realize that means I'm powerful. That doesn't mean I'm the problem. That means I'm powerful. Especially when they do these things unprovoked. You're in your bed rolling over. You on your 3rd dream for the night, and the niggas up talking about your ass. Niggas calling people in other states talking about you. You fart and they gotta tell someone you farted. You're powerful. You are powerful. And it took me forever to realize that. When unprovoked, your name is in people's mouth. I remember in one last situation, see, look at me going in, ranting. But thank you for listening. If you made it this far, I so appreciate you. Okay, there'll be more to come. But I do recall a situation where I relocated out the state that I was living in, and I relocated, and I was talking to a family member on the phone, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I've been out here for a year now, and no. At that point, I think I was there for maybe 2 years, and allegedly there was another family member that had my name in their mouth as if I was still in that state, like giving the other family member the impression that I was still in the state, and talking about me as if things were happening in present time. And I'm like, wait, I've been gone for 2 years. This person shouldn't even have any new content on me. And then the other family member said, what? You were gone for 2 years? Yes, I've been living in this new state for 2 years. He's like, oh, I just spoke to that person a week ago. And they were, you know, your name was in their mouth. Well, there you have it. Minding my business. Why I relocated, didn't tell a soul. Because of my issues with multiple people. And it's always been one-sided. So that's why I can relate to people where there's an army, there's a pack of people, there's a crowd, there's flying monkeys, people that have to come together to destroy somebody. I can relate. That's why I relocated. No one knew. I was in isolation. I needed it. I needed my peace. I didn't do it to be like, haha, I'm out y'all energy. I did it for me. Moves are made for yourself, not for others. And at that moment, that family member that gave me a call, when they realized that, they was like, well, damn, I believe you now. The whole time they believed the other person. I'm assuming that person was very convincing. They believed everything that other person had said about me. Didn't tell me that, though. They just secretly kind of, was neutral somewhat. And at that moment, when they realized you've been gone for 2 years, this person is actively calling me periodically, mentioning your name, this person is not well mentally. This person is obsessed with you. This person's envious and jealous. Because how do they even have something to even say about you? And you haven't been gone for that long. And from that point, I believe the next conversation they had with that individual brought me up again. And they took the opportunity to say, yeah, I heard she hasn't been living there for like 2 years. So this situation you're mentioning, when did this happen? Oh, baby. From that point, communication with that other family member ceased. They stopped calling that person to talk about me. They had to find new friends, new people to talk about me with, because now the jig is up. Niggas know something ain't wrong with you now. Niggas know there's a couple screws loose with you, babe. Now they know. Now they know. It's sad. It had to take that for niggas to peep. Not everybody has intuition and discernment. Not everybody judges you based on their own interactions with you. Unfortunately, we got a lot of followers that listen to what other people say and then treat you based on what they've been told about you. Sadly. Some people can't think on their own to make their own judgment and discretion. Unfortunately. But it is what it is. And sometimes you being that scapegoat, sometimes it's the people that believe the other motherfuckers you got to watch out for too. Because there's a part of you that wants to believe those things about me. And then sadly, as a result, sometimes you get into a deeper isolation mode. Because who can you really trust for real now? And ultimately, God said, trust no one. So my fault. My fault too. You know? So anyway, y'all, like I said, had to share that last 2 piece. Your girl 2 cents. Dropping my 2 cents. There'll be more to come. Leave your comments below. What you think. You can agree. You can disagree. But thank you for being here. All right, I'll holla. Yup.